Hello, Danny.
Hey, Andrea, how are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for allowing me to come and speak with you. Yesterday, you were very upset
Well, you were playing
about
hard to
me.
get, so then I
I
played hard to
was.
get. But this is
Well,
awesome.
I'm glad we got over that.
Yes.
Yes. So, just to let everybody know, this is not live. This is recorded.
Yes.
Andrea's going to put it on her channel. I'm going to put it on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
And
Everyone can enjoy twice.
I encourage everybody to subscribe to both channels.
Yes.
So
That's lovely. Yes.
yeah.
Now, Danny, what are we going to read on? Because it's pretty slow news-wise.
It's slow.
Yeah. It's October 3rd. It's a month from the election. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have 1 month. 1 month.
1 month. A lot can happen
Wow.
in a month.
Is the Supreme Court gonna rule on any voting issues in between then? I wonder what Trump's gonna be doing.
I think the next 2 weeks of his life is probably filled with something.
Is it mapped out?
Maybe it's kind of mapped out. It's kind of probably like a lot of time alone, most likely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing.
You know, I've been waiting for his Twitter feed to kick in, and it's
not.
It's not. It's really slow.
I wonder what's going on.
We'll check into it.
Okay, let's read on it.
Okay.
Let's read on his Twitter account. Anyways, all joking aside, of course, we know what's going on in the news, and we don't wish any illness on anyone, and we're not making light of the subject, but it is just overwhelming what 2020 is delivering. Every week is another fascinating event.
Brown card.
Yeah.
Another fascinating part. And just to clarify, not to make light of any of this. Yeah, well, I kind of do, because, you know, if they're not taking it seriously, why should we take it seriously? Right. And we were talking before we hit record about Donnie Jr. and Hannity yucking it up and calling Biden a fool for wearing a mask, when, you know, and they're saying how stupid he is, and they're like almost kissing, they're so close. And it's like, if you guys don't take it seriously, then why should I? Certainly, I am a very serious person.
Yes.
Very serious.
And I said this yesterday on my channel, and I say it again now. Donald Trump does not ever admit failure, okay? Right. Or weakness or anything. That's not in his DNA. It's not how he was raised. He has denied and played down the virus this far. And now all of a sudden he is willing to say he was tested and he has it. That math doesn't work for me. That math doesn't work for me.
Right.
Why? Is he going to use it to his advantage now? Is it an excuse to get out of the second debate? It just seems like that's not a character arc for him to admit something like that.
Right. And when he got on, and let me add to my comment just to make sure, I do not wish any harm, long-lasting harm. However, a little slap in the face, wake up, might be appropriate now. Right. Getting back to Trump, when he got on Twitter and he was talking about the him going to Walter Reed and that he tested positive, one of the body language experts said he got a big dose of humility. And then other people are going, oh, that probably wasn't even him. It's so crazy. We can't find truth anywhere.
I was thinking about that today. How far have we come in the world where we don't trust anything we hear from any source? Right? That's not a good place for the earth to be in and for the people to be in. Like,
no,
everything is questioned. everything.
Right. And that's, and part of me says that's okay. And then other parts of me says, but you have to have faith in something.
Yes.
And you can't dissect everything, because then you're going to get nowhere.
Right.
So, which is why I think that our channels in the tarot community is doing so well, because it's a higher source coming to us.
Yes.
And speaking through our filters.
Yeah.
And hopefully that's a little clearer
Yeah.
than all this back and forth
We are
nonsense.
speaking truths that we understand. Like, we are speaking truths. We're not, we don't have a plan or a game like they do. You know?
Right. It's not a political agenda,
No.
although we
have
do want.
opinions.
Right.
We're human.
Right.
We have opinions about certain things.
Right. But most of us want love and light and truth, and not lies and deception and political madness. So
no.
Anyway.
So that's our show for today.
Okay. Happy. Can you pull a brown card for us? No. I want to get.
Andy was teasing me that I should make a Donald Trump deck for him, and these would be the only two cards, orange and brown. Well, he said just brown. I said I'd throw in a couple orange.
And I'm not teasing. I want to buy those. Okay. How many of those decks have you sold? Do you have a pre-order on those decks?
I should make a pre-order, because there are people interested. Yes.
You should. Yeah.
And I'm going to look into it. I just need the time. I found one place where I got one quote. It was outrageous.
Yeah.
So I think I found a better place for a quote.
Yeah. And the cool thing is that your deck will always be updated.
Yes.
I love the fact you were saying, I woke up thinking of a new card.
Got a new download. Wait, it's coming.
I know. That's so awesome. So awesome. All right, let's read on Humpty Dumpty. Will all the king's horses and all the king's men be able to put Rumpty Dumpty back together?
Yeah,
again?
so I just, before we...
I stole that from a commenter, and I can't remember her name, okay. But anyway, so props out to her.
We just checked in with CNN before we hit record, and we see that Chris Christie has now got it as well. Kellyanne Conway, apparently the whole gang. What was it called? The Rose Garden Massacre? They think maybe that's where it all super spreaded with each other. Oh my God.
Yeah. And the president of Notre Dame, even though his school has a mask mandate, he was out there with no mask, and he's hugging and doing anyway. So we'll read on that too.
Okay.
But let's just do a quick one on.
With?
Let's do Trump first, because just to see. I just want to do, how is he feeling, and then we can go off into maybe specific areas.
So just Donald Trump's health condition.
Yeah.
Okay.
And is it COVID, or is it something else? Is it COVID, or is it something else? The Nine of Cups popped out on me, which means it's indicating to me that it's more than one issue with him.
Yeah, yesterday I did a health chakra reading on him. I didn't quite...
You have enough brown cards?
I didn't quite get a virus card, but I did get a medical condition in his heart, which could be his lungs, his chest, his blood. It could be So maybe he has something. I'm not sure.
Right.
But I just pulled 3 cards. This to me is feeling like there is some medical issue.
Right.
I'm being drawn to the dove and the cross there as a medical sort of situation.
Right.
He's in for a battle with it. And he currently feels like he's not sure what's going to happen. You know, he's not sure which way it's going to go.
Right. Right.
Hmm.
Well, I let 3 cards go down. And my question was, does he have the virus? And I didn't really get any virus card specifically. And maybe I'll expand this a little bit.
Yeah, we
but
can.
I got this. Mm-hmm. I got the 7 of Swords, which is telling me that he is, you know, he's fighting for something and he's running. He's this is the Thief in the Night card. This is taking something and taking a lot that he shouldn't and leaving some. So he's going away. This is a leaving card to me, but it looks like the intuitive feeling I get with this card is that he's kind of hanging on to something. He's hanging on to some kind of health issue. And he's got the Queen of Wands. And to me, this is like a higher power in that he's looking up to, you know, ascend, you know, going to a higher plane of existence. And then I got the Empress. I'm like, well, this is a calm and peaceful card, knowing, and it's a lot of green. So there's a lot of healing that needs to be done with this card. And the feeling I got is that he's going to another place to heal, a higher plane of existence to heal. And so let me just pull a bigger spread on that.
Yeah, I'm going to do some clarify. I want to clarify this card to see what that condition is.
Yeah.
Because I also wondered yesterday, is he going to try to go somewhere for treatment and then just not come back? If things don't, calm down, right?
Right.
You know, say that he needs special experimental drugs somewhere across the world and then he's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There's so many questions, you know. Is Pelosi talking to his people? Because she doesn't talk to him anymore. How does that happen in government anyway? Is she offering him? Because a lot of us have come up with, there's an offer being made to him.
Yeah.
You know, are the Democrats offering him something to go away? And then, or is he, you know, so there's so many different ways to look at this. All right, but let's focus on Trump and his virus.
What else does this signify for Trump? Donald Trump. What does this card signify for Donald Trump?
Wow.
This card signify. Ooh. Well, I asked what this card signifies, what sort of health condition, etc. This is going to be his fall. It's clear that the storm is now here for him. Okay.
Yeah.
Got a big yes. I didn't ask if it was coronavirus. I just asked, what is it? Yes, female, black card. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he's being taken down by this either Nancy making the deal with him, Letitia James, or the story of Hope Hicks being sick and giving it to him. This is it. Whatever it is, this is it.
Interesting you said Hope Hicks with that. Because, you know, and again, we've been getting lots of female energy taking him down.
For months, we've been getting that.
Right. So I did a full spread. I won't show it all. I'll just show some of it. But the first two cards I got, the first card, the Queen of Swords, and she's got some guy's severed head in her hand.
Oops.
Yeah. Uh-oh. This being crossed by the Queen of Cups, which is what I had in the, no, that was the Queen of Wands. Sorry. Four of Swords, he's really sick. This is at the base of the reading. He is very, very sick. Behind him is the Queen of Pentacles. I got three queens here.
Yeah.
So much female energy. And then at the top, I got the Knave of Cups, which is another female energy. The Knave of Wands, another female energy. He's looking at his fortunes with the Seven of Pentacles. And this is not so much money, but his health. And all those pentacles up there, there's only one that is gold. The rest are all dying. He's got some really...
I mean, I got the black card for him. That's not joking around. Like,
yeah, that's
either the offer is for him to go, right?
Yeah.
Or he is going, or something's very wrong.
Right. And the top of the reading is this Knave of Cups. And what's that fish offering? What's that fish talking to him about?
That's an offer.
So, and at the outcome, I have the High Priestess. So there is something that's being talked about that we're not aware of, and it's got him traveling, and it's going to be a rough road for him. He's got a burden, and he's protecting his back. At the base of the deck, again, I got the Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords. So, and one of my coronavirus cards, the Sun, or just a lot of fight, just a lot of fighting. So something is being offered to him, I'm really feeling, from a woman. He is really, really sick.
He's really sick, or it's the story that's going to be told. I'm not, of course, I don't want anyone to be sick or, too much conspiracy, but I feel that the cards are saying this is it. Like, this is his downfall, whether he has it or not. It's the story that's going to be told.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if he takes an offer and goes somewhere, we're not going to know about it. They'll just say he's passed away or something.
Right. Right. Or they'll make some other kind of excuse, or say something that, oh no offer was made. I mean, we're not going to know what it is.
No.
And when Nixon was pardoned by Ford for Watergate, I was beyond infuriated that he did that. I go, Nixon should have been charged for his crimes. He goes, for the good of the country, we're moving on.
That's what,
And, is that where this is going to go? But I want to go back to just ask that question that you presented, is this the end that we've all been presented?
Then I'll wait and show what I just asked. And for this, I asked, what is the condition of Donald Trump's health? Like, what is the outcome kind of thing? So I'll wait to get your card.
Okay. Wow. Okay. You first, you want me to go?
I'll go first. So it's just one card. I said, what is the condition of Donald Trump's health, right?
Yeah. Ooh.
Completion. It's a grave site.
Uh-oh.
And that looks like Pelosi and Pence standing over Ivanka at the grave.
Oh my God.
Holy crap.
Oh my God. That's worse than a brown card.
I think that's worse than a brown card.
I think it is.
That's even worse than a black card, because that's really spelling it out there in the picture.
Oh my God.
That's the card came flying out, so that's the card I got.
Yeah. And if the image, if it was just the word completion, you would go, oh, well, it's the end, but it could be he's, getting better. Wow.
What did you get?
So I pulled 6, and I pulled is this the end of Donald Trump's presidency because of this sickness? I got the Hermit being crossed by the Emperor. Okay, so this guy's all alone. To me, this was, it's the end. He's
it almost
alone.
looks like a death card.
Almost looks like a death card.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I got Judgment behind him. I think he's done. The truth is, the new sword of truth is coming out. I got the Strength card, but when I looked at this card, I looked at the ray of light, and I'm going, that's like a heaven card, a higher power card coming down on that Hermit. I'm not getting strength out of this, physical strength out of this at all. And then again, in the near future, I got the Lovers, but I'm not feeling that this is more
Biden?
Health related.
Or is that like Biden and Kamala taking over?
No, I'm not feeling that. It could be, but I got that it's just a new pact, which could be Kamala and Biden, but this is all on Trump. It's a new pact with him.
Like a spiritual sort of?
Maybe spiritual, or maybe what we were just talking about with Pelosi taking an offer and getting out of there. So
something is like, for this card to come out, he's over, okay? Like he's over.
He's done.
Is it a deal, right? Is that grave empty or full? Because it's kind of abstract, right?
Yeah.
Is he in hiding or is he there? Is Pelosi now going to take over with Pence? Is she going to get rid of Pence too?
So I just pulled a clarifier.
Yeah.
On this 2 of Cups, just because, I'm saying it's a higher pact that he's making. It's not on this earthly plane. I'm getting all of this from this Judgment card, that it's a different plane of existence. So I pulled a clarifier.
Oh. Yeah. Yikes.
Yikes. Yikes. So it's and this is not physical with my question, because this horse is stepping on the crown
Yeah.
of the king, of the emperor. So when I said, is this sickness gonna kill Trump's presidency? That's the card I got. Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Yeah. Wow.
It is. Wow.
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 It's just incredible to watch this unfold. It's just.
And the thing is, and what's our place in this? I mean, we're getting to witness this piece of history, and we're part of it. And even though it's really, really, really scary, it's also, we're getting to witness the rebirth, in my opinion, of humanity and how we're going to take care of each other.
Yeah.
I've got to believe that. Otherwise, except in Missouri, I was talking to my redneck hillbilly brother, and he was asking me, he's going, if the post office has a sign that said masks are required, is that a federal law?
Mm-hmm.
And I go, I don't think it's a federal law. I think it's coming from, can't be coming from DeJoy, because I don't think he'd say that. But who gave them permission to put masks are required?
Right.
He goes, that's a federal law. Nobody's wearing a mask in there. And then he goes, and talking to you, I know what side you're on. We just had about 10 trucks driving down the street with Trump flags flying. Like, oh my God. So people are, still thinking that this is nothing.
I don't
But
know.
anyway,
It's like there's two completely different streams of thoughts, right?
Yeah. And how is that going to blend together into
harmony and
healing energy? Yeah.
Mm.
I don't have an answer, and I don't think the cards will. We'll have to wait a little bit to see how that all shakes up. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you have next?
What do I have next? Well, Bonnie Russell was asking if he survives, and we're saying we're not seeing him going back to the White House. I'm not getting that. Well, can we ask if he's going to go back to the White House?
So let's clarify it, because there's two ways he can go back.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
Okay.
I do know. So is Trump going to go back to the White House
alive
as president? Well, yeah,
I'm
alive.
gonna have to alive, yeah, because he could go back the other way in a.
Right.
Okay.
Or we could just ask and not be so negative. Is Trump going to go back to the White House and try to kill the Affordable Care Act?
Okay.
Is he going to try to kill Obamacare?
Is Donald Trump going to go back to the White House and try to kill Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act? Is Donald Trump going to go back to the White House, try to kill Obamacare, Trump gonna go back to the White House. Try to kill Obamacare. I got maybe.
Huh.
So first card out, White House. This could also be the hospital. In fact, I think this is the hospital because what's next is more of a hospital, like a care unit.
Right.
And then I've got the green card, medical. So that could be the Affordable Care Act, or that could be him in the hospital.
Yeah.
Before the election, a decision with yes upside down. So it's a maybe. Now that
yes upside down doesn't mean no.
Not necessarily, no. In this case, I'm feeling maybe.
Okay.
So that could just be about the bill and not about him.
Yeah. Yeah. And when I was pulling this, I was thinking the same thing. I go, did you really clarify the question? Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I did, because what I got was I didn't get a real definitive answer.
Me neither.
Except there's a lot of truth that's going to be coming out, a lot of harsh truth. I got the 7 of Pentacles again, which is, not a good card for me. I just got a lot of burden and slow moving, and I got the Wheel of Fortune, and I'm just confused with what that all means, as far as, is he gonna kill it, or is he going to
there's a lot of factors there, like in that sentence, right? Like coming back,
too many.
Yeah, I think it's too many.
About will the Affordable Care Act survive till next year?
Okay. The Affordable Care Act in the United States survive until next year, 2021. The Affordable Care Act survive until next year, 2021. United States. Care Act survive. Whoa. 2 cards came out, 9 of Cups, 9 of Wands. One is called a wish, one is called defense. So people are hoping, right? People hoping, but I think there's going to be some things in the way, like the government being defensive about doing it, and the base of the deck is the Tower.
Oh.
Destruction.
Interesting.
Which way of destruction?
Right. So my take on it was, I pulled 6 cards that there's still going to be a fight with it, right? But it's more of a silly verbal fight with, just some Republicans go, no, we got to change it. However, I have the Fool card crossing at New Beginnings. So when I'm looking at this, I think there is going to be some suspension. So if it's going to the Supreme Court, or the Supreme Court has anything to do with it, I think it's going to be held up there. At the top of the reading is going back to simpler times, and in the potential near future, giving and receiving. So my general take on this is that there is going to be some discussion about it, and some Republicans fighting it back and forth. But it is going to survive for this next couple of months, with, giving and receiving.
So that looks like the empty cups of the people wishing to be filled, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the battle that's going to ensue. If I look at this, if the base of the card is the Tower, there's going to be some big moment, and the card behind it is success.
Right.
So this could be, is it his Tower moment? And then things move forward easily now because things are changing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's motivation, potential, hope. Okay, these nice cards, there's nicer cards behind the Tower. Yes, okay. Thank God I looked behind the Tower.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
probably his Tower.
And when I pulled this, that's what I thought, that it's people are going to wake up and go, we need to have this.
Yeah.
We can't go on being foolish and walking off a cliff when we have the health issues that we're having right now. And whether Trump is part of this new awakening, this new journey, I kind of got the sense he was, or his.
Well, he can see now that he can't work if he has it, and things are shut down, and people out in America aren't working, and they need some money.
Right.
They need help to survive. They need help to pay their medical bills.
Yeah. Well, and I don't think that he grasps that concept of people working and what people need. I just don't think he gets that at all. But I do think that this is somehow gonna shake some things up in his orange head a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm getting. So
if he comes back to work.
If he comes back to work. Wow. When does he sign that piece of paper that says, okay, Pence, you take over? It's kind of weird. In the Constitution,
he has to sign it?
He has to sign it.
What if he can't sign it?
Well, then, if he can't sign it, then it's implied and Pence takes over.
Oh.
But as soon as he wakes up, he can sign another piece of paper that says, I'm okay, give me back my job. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. There's so much that's going to be changed in the Constitution with because of him to clarify, I hope clarify, things as to what happens when you get some crazy person
in there
and that destroys all decency and our fabric, our way of life.
Yeah, your belief system, your rules, like he just threw it all
out the window.
Yeah,
out the window. And my Republican hillbilly brother, and by the way, I think he's voting for Biden. I really do. He keeps threatening, and I go, come on now. Come on. Remember the 70s? I know what you were doing in the early 70s. You weren't this way. Anyway, these guys that have blinders, and I saw an article about Matt Gaetz, that goofy guy from Florida they were talking to Tucker Carlson, both of him, and he made some stupid comment about how the virus isn't real. And Carlson goes, well, that was a very smart statement that you just made. I'm like, what the hell is going on? It's kind of like Bizarro World.
Yes.
I go, that's the most ignorant statement you could make after the president and all these people now have been hit with this virus.
To say it doesn't exist is
To say it doesn't exist. Crazy. So, what do you want to read on again? Something new.
something new. Let's see here.
I have a question. Is Trump happier? Is Pence happier without Trump?
Yes.
Who wouldn't be? Oh my gosh.
Well, you kind of talked about the Notre Dame president. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Did you want to read on that, or
Yeah.
if the Rose Garden was a super spreader event?
Let's do that one.
Okay.
You know, because I don't know if we talked about this before you hit record, that the president of Notre Dame was at the Rose Garden, and you know, I don't know if he was hugging somebody. I saw people hugging each other at the Rose Garden event where they nominated Judge Amy.
Yeah.
And but they were all no masks and stuff. And is that the super spreader event? And why wasn't he wearing a mask when he requires everybody in Notre Dame to wear a mask?
And you can see there's a video of Kellyanne Conway and Barr talking really close. She leans in and talks right to his face.
Yeah.
To this area. And it said that Barr's not going to quarantine himself, even though he was there at the epicenter.
And after we read on this, let's just read on Barr and his health issues.
It was the Rose Garden, the super spreader event with coronavirus. It was the Rose Garden event. New Supreme Court Justice. Was that a coronavirus super spreader event? What do you think?
Was that?
What did you get?
Well, you went,
Yeah.
And I pulled the moon. I'm like, I mean, as soon as you said that, I went, oh, well, she's right.
I'm kind of, it definitely was an event, but I don't know if it was a super spreader. It may have been from before that, but like this card here is telling me that they were all encircled in this event, right? It did have, there was definitely spreading at the event.
Yeah.
Some people affected, some not.
Right.
I don't know, these cards, like, is that Trump and Melania getting it and going away?
Wow. Wow.
I thought I'd get like a tower and a, you know, violence, but I'm not really getting that.
Yeah. Me neither. And so, and the thing with this virus, there is a tower moment to the progression of the virus, and that's when you're in the hospital or when you're dying. It happens really fast. So in the event, there's no tower moment.
No.
But I got a lot of loss with it, a lot of sadness. That's at the underlying of it. When you said something about your first card, you go, it is the virus with that circle.
Like they were in an area, right? She's within the circle, right?
Right.
Where it is.
And And when I saw that card, when I looked at this moon card, the thing that came to me was
The moon,
was the big
circle.
moon. And
Yeah.
I went, that is the virus image that I was getting. But I'm also getting the King of Cups. It's being crossed by the Queen of Chalices, which is also, there's, what's in that cup? There's some hidden news in that cup that is yet to come out. And in the potential near future, I have the Knave of Wands, which is telling me that this was a spreader. Is it a super spreader or not? If I would have to say yes or no, I would say yes, but it doesn't really, I mean, I'm not seeing 8 of Wands.
Like, to me, it's almost like some people got it, and with this card, some people are getting it, some people are not. Some people will be affected worse than others. So,
Yes.
you know, it's, see the hands coming up, each one reaching up. Some will get something and some won't, right?
Right.
And then it's followed by this. My first thought was that, and I hate to say it, is that it was scripted to happen, but maybe this is more about distress that it's happened, and there will be some fallen soldiers from it. Like, because he's just like this, right? But he's writing things down. There's some swords that are upright, some that have fallen.
Is that his last will that he's writing?
Ah.
No, I don't know. I mean, it's interesting that you picked up that, you know, he's writing right away. So
But this card is in front of this one, right? Is it scripting a removal? Is it a plan to remove?
Oh, no, what are you saying? Are you
You know what?
Are you what plan to remove
that
him?
they could use this virus as a way to escape or get rid of 45, whether he has it or not.
Now you're just saying this for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah. It's just because these cards don't, if I was to see a massive medical event, I would expect different cards.
Yes.
Right. But it could be because it's early stages and they don't know who has it and who doesn't.
Correct.
And who's going to get it really bad and who doesn't. So I'm just going to leave it there.
Okay. But you and your mystery theater mind are going off into...
A little bit, yeah.
I understand. And it's interesting. I keep going back to my hillbilly brother because he is a super conspiracy theorist. I mean, I go, you got to hook up with Andrea and Scott on Wednesdays because they got some good ones for you. Anyway, he was saying something similar. He was going, well, they're talking that this was set up to get him out. And I said, who's setting this up? And he goes, well, the Democrats. So I just don't see it. But then again, I don't have that inquisitive mind.
Yes. Well, let's just see.
Okay. You're dragging me into this mystery theater.
You know what? You're going to come on the show one Wednesday and you're going to love it. You're going to kick Scott and I off of it and just host it yourself.
Oh my God. I really doubt it. But there is a question that I got.
I just asked a question. I'm going to show you whether you like it or not.
Okay. But there was one in our list about the Missouri caves.
That is exciting. I'm excited to do that.
So we will read that. We will shift gears and read on that. Okay. What's the question?
Now again, entertainment purposes only. I'm just reading the cards.
So before I pull my cards, tell me the question.
I said, was this
scripted?
Was this set up to take out Trump?
Okay. And I'm just going to leave it like that.
And I sneakily was asking it because you didn't want to be part of it. And then I put the cards down.
Okay. So was this a setup I'm going to go a little broader. Is
Okay.
this COVID thing planned to take Trump out? Is this COVID? I'm going to switch decks. Sorry, got to switch decks. Whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa.
I'm starting to sweat now from this question. Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. These cards are jumping out of the box. They go, use us.
There you go.
Use us.
You go first.
I go
I don't want
first.
to be influenced by anything that I have or don't have.
I got a slot. Okay, this is the Wild Unknown Tarot. This is a new deck, so I'm very new to this. And so when I look at it, sometimes I go, what is this card? You know, is this the Seven of Swords? It is, but look at the fox.
Mm-hmm.
Sly fox with one eye open. It's being crossed by stairs going up to the moon. There's a plan. Daughter of Cups, and it's made by a female that's thinking of this plan. It's hidden, and it is a choice to bring balance and a little more peace. And it's got the High Priestess, so it's kind of strong. It's got world implications, and it's very dark. I say yes.
We've got a convert today, folks. Okay, so I said, was this a plan to get rid of Donald Trump? And I didn't ask if it was his plan or somebody else's, just was it a plan? The first card, coming to light, mysterious thing to set up Trump, the arrow's orange, right? Get rid of, move, whatever, set up Trump. Yes. Base of the deck, move him, get rid of him, dethrone him. Black card. World upside down. Those are the cards. You can come to your own conclusion. For entertainment purposes only.
See, my redneck hillbilly brother, he isn't so far off, is he?
Again, it goes back to what we said earlier. It's just impossible to trust anything you hear anymore. And the one thing that just, I've studied people my entire life and the things they do and what's in character and what isn't. And it just doesn't make sense to me that he would fight it, deny it, say it doesn't exist, never wear a mask, never admit to any type of failure in his entire life, right? They didn't even want to acknowledge his brother being sick because they don't acknowledge those things.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden on his Twitter account, he's saying he has it. And then he's in the hospital. Like it just, again, I wish everyone the best of health, but it just seems odd. If you're watching it through that lens.
Yeah.
Through the character lens. Yeah.
Right.
So there. Okay, next question. Well, since we're here in conspiracy land, do you want to do the caves?
Yeah, let's do the caves.
Yep.
So this
came in the
came.
pond, so let's keep going. Let's get your leg in the pond now.
I know, I'm here. I'm not putting my wild unknown cards away. So Patricia Ray, she said this a long time ago, asked me this. So there are a series of caves in Missouri, northeast part of Oklahoma, northwest corner of Arkansas. Mark Twain wrote about these caves. And they're used for touring. You can get married in them. Some are private, some are public. When I was in high school, we used to go out spelunking. We used to go caving, and
cool.
It was cool. A lot of people have been lost in these caves, though. And then I think you did. You and Scott did something on.
Yeah, the 3 boys that got lost in the cave.
Right. So Patricia wants to know, all of a sudden the caves, I was going to say went dark, but caves are dark. That's the one place you can find total darkness. Anyway, they shut them down. And she said the government took over the caves. And my question was that because of COVID, or is it because of something else that's going on?
Well, it immediately raises the antennas, like, government closing a cave. Why?
Yeah. Well, and I don't, that's what she says, and I'm not saying she doesn't know, but I never heard that the government closed the caves. Is it a health
reason? Is there a natural resource in there? Is it aliens?
Well, there's bats in those caves, right? Bats like it in
theory,
there.
yeah.
Right. Okay. So that's what came to my mind with this. So I think the 2 questions to ask are, did the government actually take over the caves? And then if we get a yes or a possibly, then let's see if we can find out.
A little more? Okay.
Why?
So the caves, it's Missouri, you said?
Missouri, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. You know how sometimes you're shuffling and you see a card, it just pops out?
Yeah. Okay. Sometimes I know what cards are going to come out, at least one, right? You just know that that one card's going to come up in this reading. Did you just get one?
No, I just saw the card, out of the corner of my eye. I was shuffling, and it was the 3 of wands. And in this deck, it forms a triangle. Everything's dark except inside the triangle. And I said, that's the government keeping a lid on it.
Yep.
That's what crossed into my head.
So Missouri, Oklahoma, and
Arkansas. Right.
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay, I'm just looking for my target card. See what's around it. Didn't find. Okay. I think it's military. This could be government, but this is probably a military closure.
Okay.
The card in front of it, like they were legally able to move in, the military, whoever this is, and close it. It's a mysterious reason. Now, this can also be my coronavirus card. It can also be just something we are not being told. Like it's just this crazy situation we don't know about. And then I got yes. Chaos, corruption money, right? And poor communication. So they're not explaining the reason why.
Right.
It's why they're closed. So I got a yes that I asked, did the government move in and close these caves from the public? So I'm getting a yes and probably military.
Right. So I asked the same question. Did the government have anything to do with closing these caves? I got the Ace of Cups. Yes. They did. Daughter of Swords. So this is truth. Could be military. And then I got the Death card.
Ooh.
So I'm going, okay, so did they do that because of the bats in there? Because of, and that really reminds me of a cave with all the little lights shining back in there. I just got a cave image. I'm not sure what this Death card is all about.
Yowza.
So I'm gonna pull.
Yeah, I'm gonna clarify. There they are. Military. Yes, chaos. They close the caves. They hide something. Medical situation. Medical reason why. I asked if it's a medical reason. I got negative beside the target, so I don't, and then a mystery after. So medical as in like coronavirus.
Right.
What did you get?
Well, I asked, just for some clarification on the Death card, and I got the Hierophant, so it is the government that we're dealing with. And then I got the Knave of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. And I'm not clear on what that is all about. New projects. So it's a new project with
new
this
union, a new agreement, a new project.
So it's something, but how does that relate to the Death card? To beginnings, endings and beginnings, So what I can figure is that the government is starting a new project in these caves that we're not aware of.
We're not aware of. I'm going to ask again what it is, what's going on in those caves.
Yeah, I think so.
What's going on in the cave?
Good question, Patricia.
Thank you, Patricia. What's going on in the caves in Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma? Why is the government close those caves? What's going on in the caves? What's going on in those caves? The caves to the public. What's going on with those caves? Ooh. Getting a headache.
Damn. Oh, shit. Oops, brown card.
Hmm. It's a doozy, I'll tell you that much.
Nothing good.
No, it would probably take us like 3 hours to crack this case.
Wow.
I said, what's going on in the caves, right? So
Yeah.
there's a bunch of gibberish ahead of time I could talk about, but this is what's more interesting to me. The target is what's going on in the caves. And you see one side is white and one side is black.
Right.
Something very dark, like your death card, is happening. This was before, this white card, I think, is the before. And now here's where we are. Then it's followed by time and that mystery card again.
Okay.
What do you get?
Okay. So I threw these down and I wasn't I had my eyes closed when I first threw a couple of them down. And when I opened my eyes, I saw this snake. And I went, whoa, there's something, and I like snakes, but there's something not right with this snake. The snake's fine, but, and there's some kind of like, poof, like bam, big news coming, a big explosion, something. The original, the center, drawing a blank, the first card I threw, Ten of Swords. Okay, covered with the Son of Wands. I got the Daughter of Cups in the past, which correlated to your white card. It was calm. It was peaceful. I get a lot of, I got the Five of Swords. It's got some military thing going. I think it also has a communication thing that's attached to it.
Yeah.
A lot of darkness with the Moon card. There's a lot of.
I secretly asked if it was aliens because I hope. I gotta know.
Oh.
Darn. Something very mysterious is going on there.
And one of my final outcomes, well, I got the Two of Swords, which I'm just drawn towards that black hole.
That black hole, absolutely. It just
So
figuring right through that card. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that mystery thing, and it's not good.
No, it's not good.
It's not good.
Not good. What question can we ask? What question is there to ask where we get a little bit of light on that? Like, is it minerals? Are they ravaging the earth for minerals? I don't think that's it. Unless the crystals are providing something.
Right, the cave crystals.
Yeah.
The stalactites, stalagmites, all that stuff. And so when you said that, I go back to my communication card.
That's what I think, yeah. So let's ask if they're harvesting the crystals. Or if it has something to do with the crystals in the caves. Okay. Is the military acquiring the crystals in the cave? Is that why they're closed down? They're harvesting the crystals. Are they doing something with the crystals? Crystals. I got that I'm on target about crystals, but I don't know which way it goes. There's
Right.
some type of union that they've made, the military or some other government. This is very chaotic.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm feeling the same thing. I got this card, which told me, yes, has something to do with the crystals because of all the colors in it. But I just pulled 3 cards, and the third card, 2 cards came out, and one was justice. So I got justice and strength. I pulled both of those along with the 10 of swords. So I don't know what this 10 of swords means. And, does it have something to do with crystals? I'm going there. It's got something to do with being strong and some war action, some weapon that they're using the crystals for justice.
Ooh.
Am I onto something?
I think you might be. So my other cards were, whatever is happening, it runs very deep. The secret's very deep. I don't know if we're going to find out soon. I think this means this is a long way off.
Right.
Crystals, I'm taking this as the crystals because they would hang down from the thing. In the cave, something's coming to light about balance. This isn't Trump. This is like sacrifice or how people feel and then change. They're trying to, this is really interesting. This is like, what is going on? Okay. Crystals. Okay, let's see if they're being used for weaponry. We don't have to stay it on it too long. We're just in my zone, right?
Yeah, right. Well, we probably should put time codes on this one. So
3 hours on crystals. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we're just having fun up here. Yeah, but nobody else is.
Okay.
Oh, crystals, they mean a lot. That's where we get radio waves from. And
Well, I believe this is true. Crystals can carry information from long ago, right? Well, yeah, right? There you go.
there it is.
They're using crystals, the crystals in the caves for some type of weaponry. Crystals. I got no. First card out, no. But then I get yes. I think we're not supposed to know.
I'm glad you're clear.
First card is no. People upside down. Time upside down. A gift, yes. Home upside down, which I feel is the caves. Here's the caves. It's this union. They've made some union on the. I'm sorry, guys. I can't put it together today. What do you see?
I need to find another mystery theater partner. If you can't put this together,
I could. It's going to take me a while.
I'm leaning on you. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm lost in the mystery theater planet.
Well, maybe your cards will shed light. Let's see.
Maybe so. Anyway, they're looking for balance, whatever those crystals are.
I got balance in the last cards. Yeah.
This is a cave card to me.
Yes.
Just for the mountains. And down here are the crystals in the cave, and we're not supposed to know about it.
Yeah.
So I'm not, let me pull on.
I think, maybe we're not supposed to know. Something upside down. Jeez. Jeez.
Well, I asked a clarification on the moon card, not needing to know.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, is it, now I forgot what I asked. Is it a dark energy, or is it just not that we're not supposed to know with this moon card, right? So does this mean it's really evil, dark energy with the crystals in the cave, or should we just not know? I got the rat card, which means it's dark energy to me. Nothing against rats. I like them. The roots go really deep with this, and it is something that we will know.
Cool. Those cards are amazing.
But not right now, because I can't figure it out.
I just asked, why is the government after those crystals? What is it? What is the crystal? Why are they after these crystals? What is the purpose? Frequency shift.
Wow.
Frequency shift. Can they use those crystals maybe to listen in on other countries or something? Like, can they hear better using, because there's crystals in all our devices, right?
Correct.
Cell phones and computers and all that stuff. Frequency shift.
And remember, I had that communication card when
Yeah.
we first started pulling on it.
Wow.
But then it switched to weaponry,
But maybe that is a type of, I was thinking of like bombs or something, but
right.
Espionage, like listening in is weaponry.
Yeah. Or lasers.
Lasers. Lasers.
We talked about this last time.
Lasers. Oh.
All right. You want to go one more? You want to go one more deeper, or you want to leave it here? You're all excited.
You put in all the money, or do you? Wow.
Okay, let's just ask if it's lasers.
Okay.
And when we go to our analytics, we're going to see that there's one person watching, and that's Patricia. Maybe two. Scott may be watching this also.
Yay! Hi, everybody who's watching. Okay. Using the crystals in the caves. They've claimed using those crystals. My deck won't even shuffle. I think you're onto something. Using those crystals to build lasers. Taking those. Yep. Wow.
Okay. Wow. Two cards fell out. I'm just going to leave them.
So I asked if they're getting the lasers the crystals for lasers, weapons, that kind of stuff. The truth, that to me looks like a laser. This looks like laser beams like hitting their target. It's all linked together for a new shitstorm, okay? You know what I mean? Like a new, yeah. So in the center is the crystals, so you can trust that that's it. Like that's what it is for the lasers, right? And they're going to be guilty of causing.
Ooh.
They're not using it for the good of mankind. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Well,
For entertainment purposes only.
Yes, I just pulled 2 cards.
What'd you get?
They are using it for peaceful purposes. I had to bring it back to the light. That's awful. The demise of the planet.
Not the planet, but war, right?
Yeah. So, but I didn't go any further with it. It starts out like this. And then that's the Hierophant.
But
that's the crow.
Pretty scary.
Holding the key to the lightning bolt behind him. So I looked at that lightning bolt and I saw laser and I saw yes. And I'm not going to war. I'm ending this cave reading.
Yes. No war, just bad lasers. Maybe
it starts out good. It starts out like
the intent is good for lasers, yes.
Just like, the intent was good when they were looking at atomic energy and atomic bombs.
Very true. Very true. Very true.
Anyway, thank you, Patricia. That was a deep dive.
Ooh.
What time do we have? How long are we?
We have been recording for over an hour for sure. Probably close to an hour.
Okay. And 56 minutes has been on caves.
Maybe a bit longer than an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to do one more thing, or what do you want to do?
Let me look at my list. Mm, 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 mm.
There was mental health of the country.
Yeah. And then you got the peaceful transfer. What's Nancy thinking as far as
Do you want to read on something nice?
Something nice. Why were 2 doomsday planes set up at the same time when Trump went into Walter Reed?
So what does that mean exactly?
Is that nice?
What does that mean? What's a doomsday plane?
Well, it's not really true because they're jets, but they call them planes, and they're full of communication equipment. So if somebody wants to attack us, that communication equipment is way up there, and they'll be able to detect it quicker and also send information to our submarines so that we could destroy the planet.
Fun. Great. So they were launched when Trump went to the hospital?
Yeah. And someone said, well, that's not unusual. It was planned in advance. Not that Trump went to the hospital, but their missions were planned in advance. And sometimes they are both up in the sky. Sometimes they have 2 of these jets in the sky at the same time. So I think maybe let's read on something nice though. No, we got to read on that.
I know, because you've just put it in our heads, so we have to.
I know. Got to read on that.
So what was the purpose of these jets? Is it coincidental? Like, what do you want to ask first?
How about are there countries that want to take advantage of the appearance of the U.S. being weaker with Trump in the hospital?
Is that in relation to the jets or just?
Right, because the jets would be up there making sure nobody's going to try to take advantage of our apparent weakened state.
Jets deployed in case. Well,
It's a simple question.
So to me, it looks like a signal was given. Okay, a signal was
Yeah.
given about his potential demise, right?
Uh-huh.
Him not being able to be overseeing the country, and then the other political figures all being, ill or under attack or, not being able to function.
Right.
And they were possibly worried about attack, cyber attack or otherwise. I mean, I just stopped on that second card. I was like, holy shit.
That's a good one to stop on.
Jeez.
So we're trying to protect ourselves, okay, this is my riding into town as a winner card. I mean, this is the 6 of Wands, which in traditional decks is riding into town as a winner, but this looks like it's almost being skewered alive. Either way, we sent those jets up to defend ourselves, to protect ourselves from whoever wants to ride in as a winner, or if they want to skewer us.
Whoever's trying to destroy.
Right. I got the 4 of Swords, which is retreat sickness. So this is also them trying to take advantage of that and battling us.
I got the 4 of Swords too, yeah.
Yeah. And with the 9 of Wands, just defending yourself, that's what we're doing. There's dark energy with the moon. And there is the Chariot and the 8 of Coins. And to me, this is like putting the last piece into the puzzle. So they are looking at it, and that's why those jets were up there. At the top of the reading, though, we have the Star of Hope. So it's a dark time, but we have the Star of Hope coming out of the water. And it looks like, and when I look at the bottom of the deck, I get the feeling that we are going to come together and we are going to have a bubble of protection around us. And we have other nations that are going to come together in our defense and help us out. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling from these cards.
Yeah, I think that it was sent up as a signal and to be cautious. Like they were concerned there might be a situation and they're just up there and they're ready to go.
They're ready to go, right. And I think that there are other nations coming together that are in communication with our generals, our military, who are giving us good intel.
That was the card I got. That's my Justin Trudeau card too. So
Oh,
we Canadians, we got you. We'll help you out, okay?
thank you. Thank you.
Canada's listening to your call if you need some help.
And you wanted to read on him.
It did, but you know, well, let's just do a quick one.
Okay.
So
Justin Trudeau.
I got a
Go ahead.
reading at least twice that he might be overthrown, some sort of scandal. Something's going to happen end of year or next year. And one of my viewers who I had a class with, she got the same cards too. Her name's Colleen. She's in British Columbia. Hi, Colleen. Let's throw on Justin Trudeau. See if you see any. That's what, yes. She got it and I got it. Okay, I don't need to read any further. No.
That's just me shuffling though. So.
I know, but so is it the WE scandal that takes him down? That was the scandal with the charity with the children. There was a bit of money scandal. Nothing by American standards. Very humble Canadian money standards. But I was wondering if he got caught up in a Trump net, either with Ivanka or something that brings him down.
Okay, let's I'm going to ask the question is this by the end of the year?
I think it starts towards the end of the year, but because I got that card of him in December. So, or that could be when he's finished. We could just say by the end of 2021, maybe.
That's a long time.
Well, then say by Christmas, whatever you want to say. You're driving.
Beep, beep. All right. All right. Justin Trudeau. When is his term up?
Now, you think I'm going to know things like this?
Oh, that's right. You know more about U.S. than you do about...
I don't know nothing about nothing.
Yeah, I don't know nothing.
They could always do a no confidence vote, I think, and just get him out. But
let's just see. The question is, will he be forced out before the end of his term?
okay. Well, Justin Trudeau will be forced out before the end of his term. Justin Trudeau forced out of office before the end of his term. Justin Trudeau before the end of office.
Do I need to go on?
What you get?
The devil.
No.
He's such a nice looking young man.
He's very handsome. Excuse me. And I'd mentioned to you, and maybe I've said it to the viewers before, I actually was pretty close to him once, about 5 years ago or something. And he just had this beautiful white aura around him. So for me to read these cards is really difficult to see something bad coming towards him. But if I look at my cards, I know what I see. This was him.
Jeez.
So this was Justin, you know.
Yeah.
True and good and all that. But he got mixed up with, look at this, Donald Trump and Ivanka.
Oh my gosh.
And now his throne is going to go upside down because there's some news coming in. Something's going to come in that's not good. It's going to shine light on him and something he did. Look, some agreements he made with other world leaders, something. Yes. And then that's the end.
Wow. What was that last card?
Like him, he's done.
Oh, four swords. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that deck. What deck is that?
That's the Golden Universal Tarot. I love this deck.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
I like
you should
that.
get it.
Oh, I've got too many new decks. I know. I have to learn.
And I ordered a new one. I hope it comes today.
Oh, And it's so exciting. Then you pull it out and you start using it. You go, I don't know anything anymore.
I love getting new decks. Oh, this is sad. What did you get?
Oh, I got happy cards.
Okay, good. Liar. I mean,
What?
jokester.
Liar. I got the devil. That's the first one. Don't worry. He's starting a new journey. The fool. So he's been the fool.
I think so too, because he's probably nice and got tricked.
He got tricked by the high priestess, Ivanka. Behind him is the Eight of Cups, broken promises. Top of the reading, he's going to face the truth with the Father of Swords. There's all-seeing eyes. Somebody's been peering into the darkness.
Shoot.
And the next one's good. Internal influences, the Tower. He's got this choice and he's just looking into the darkness with it. Again, caught up in the web.
In the Trump net. That's what I'm saying.
Trump net. Yeah. Yeah. Because the center is the devil. And he's such a nice looking young man. That's got to be Trump.
Yes.
Right? And I have the Two of Wands in the outcome with the Ace of Cups starting out and doing something new. And you had the Ace of Cups upside down. So these cards are all right side up. The base of the deck, there's a rat.
Somebody's going to rat him out. That's what I think.
Somebody's going to rat him out.
Somebody knows some deal he made with them.
Yep. All about the web.
Yeah. He's going to get caught up in it.
Yeah.
Shoot.
And he's got, it's going to be a fast strike. It's going to happen kind of fast. And holy crap, I don't even know what this card looks like. It looks like eyeballs. That's Ten of Swords, I think.
Yeah. Didn't I get the Ten of Swords? I don't know. Either way, it's not good.
Yeah. Yeah, that Ten of Swords.
I think that's going to be, average Canadians who aren't going to be expecting this, just going, what?
Yeah.
He's going to get caught up in the net. In the friggin' orange net of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They probably, you remember Ivanka had the eyeballs for him? Maybe they sweet talked him into some deal like 3 years ago or 2 years ago, and it's going to come and bite him in the ass like that snake. That snake you got. It's going to come. He's not going to even be expecting it. Just.
Yeah, right.
Shoot.
That's kind of what I'm seeing. Because we have that Tower moment too, which is.
That's not good.
It's not a slow moving.
No.
It's fast. So, Justin.
But he's so cute.
He's such a fine looking young man.
Very handsome.
And, and I just love the fact that he was young. He was and I knew he had a lot of baggage. And I know some of my Canadian friends were, they weren't real thrilled with it, with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, well, I got my own problems to worry about. You figure that one out. He's got to be better than ours.
Yeah, better than yours.
Yeah,
but we'll see what comes out. Jeez. All right.
All right.
Do we want to pick a nice card for everybody?
We do.
Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Thank you.
Be sure to subscribe to Danny's channel, subscribe to my channel. We appreciate you all. That's why we're here, right?
And Patricia and Scott, the only two people that are watching this now, are going, we already have. You lost me in the caves.
That cave one was pretty cool.
It was. And I've been lost in a cave.
That's not
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's like, I think I'm going to die.
Right.
You can't see anything in
No.
this?
You don't know your footing. You don't know if there's going to be a little bat bite your bum or something.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah, and I'm okay with bats. I'm okay with most animals. Rabid dogs, no.
No.
But other than that, just don't slap them. Don't step on them.
Let's pick a lovely card for everyone.
Lovely card to walk away with.
Yes. Good energy. Good love. What's a nice card for everybody?
I'm smudging myself with my smokeless sage. Just to know. What'd you get?
I'm pretty excited. I got the same meaning in a different deck yesterday for payday at the end for
Yeah.
everybody. This is Orpiment, success. I am successful in all that I do. So 2 days in a row, I've got success for everybody.
Nice.
Yes. Oops.
Nice.
It's a beautiful, beautiful, luscious, looks like an orange, like the good
Yeah.
oranges. Good orange.
Yeah. It's great.
The crystal. Speaking
Cool.
of crystal caves. So success, everyone look forward to successful days ahead.
Yeah. Make your own success.
Think positive. Boom.
I got rescue in reverse. So the first thing that came to my mind was we don't need to be rescued. Don't look to be rescued. It's not coming. It's upside down. We need to find our own way forward with this, and using your card
The
to
success.
balance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Right. So
Yeah, you're not in a helpless situation is what you're saying. You guys
Correct.
are okay. Everybody's okay.
Right.
It's not helpless.
No. And we get caught up in the news cycle, and we have a creative outlet with tarot
Yeah.
to dispel that. Some people who are glued to the TV, and it's so addicting.
Yeah.
So addicting.
You gotta switch
And
off. You can't
switch it off.
digest that all day, every day. No.
No. You have to sleep.
Read
Turn the
some good
TV
stuff.
off when you're sleeping.
Listen to some fun music, read a book, like shut the news off. You can't change it anyways, right? And you can get the highlights in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
I read an article before I came on today, and it said, the question was, should you wake up your partner in the middle of the night to tell them some big political news like President Trump is in the hospital? No.
No.
I can't believe they even have an article on it. I didn't read it because it just said, no.
Made your own decision. Yeah.
I did. So.
Well, that was a lot of fun. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Big head.
Big head.
Big head. Boom. Last time we did that, people goes, oh my God, that was the cone heads. Anyway, we will do this again. We will. I love reading with you. It's so awesome.
Me too.
You take me down the rabbit hole and into caves.
And I'm so glad you try. It's exciting. All right, everybody. See you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
So
Peace
much.
and love. Woohoo.
Woo.